Go ahead and lie down on your back, bend your knees, bring your hands to rest on your tummy. Isn't that just the loveliest feeling? If you bend your knees and let the whole body find its place on the earth. Take a moment now to settle into that. As you feel your breath rise and fall, feel the sense of letting go, dropping into the support beneath you. Notice your breath, the sensations in the body. Notice your mood, your energy levels. Feel the breath slow down, deepen. Beginning to take control of the breath, let it become a little bit slower, a little bit bigger, rising in the belly, expanding up and out into the ribs and chest. No force, let it grow breath by breath. Finding a rhythm that suits you to maintain throughout the practice. At the end of this breath, bring both knees into the body. And with the hand on each knee, take another breath, just rocking the knees away from you. And then breathe out and draw them in gently, hug into the body. On the next inhale, open the arms wide in a T shape, move the knees forwards over your hips, lift the feet level with your knees, and then breathe out, drop the legs over to the left, keeping the legs at that right angle. You could put your hand on the top leg if you like, or not. Roll the head towards the right. Go into that breath once more. And on the next inhale, opening both arms wide, draw the knees back to the center, and then over the other way, breathing out. Feel here on this side, a deep breath. A long breath out, easing deeper into the twist. Let the inhale bring you back to the middle. And as we exhale, just draw the knees into the body once more. Give yourself a little hug or rock. You can open the knees wide and hold the feet if you like, just to kind of open the hips a little bit. Maybe play with lifting the feet up if it's not too early. A little play here. Okay, let's roll on over to the side. Come on up from there to all fours. Hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Breathe in, lift the head, lift the tailbone, cow pose. Breathe out around the back, bow the head, cat pose. Now let's do this a couple of times. It's moving around into a feel into the corners, the little neglected spaces of the front and back. So maybe a little wag of your tail. And then we're going to take our two blocks if you have them. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. But if you do, let's bring them to the top of the mat. And we're going to put the hands on them this morning for Anahatasana. So crawl back. So again, if you don't have the blocks, just do it the normal way, hands on the floor, far ahead of you. But if you have these, let's go with it. Breathe in, curling up a little bit like cat pose. And as you breathe out, find an Anahatasana with the hands on the blocks, the hips over the knees, open through the shoulders. So a couple of breaths here. You can rise a little on your inhale. And then open a little bit more in your exhale. One more time. Now as you inhale, come up enough that you can move the blocks out of your way and bring the hands to the earth. And we're going to come onto our forearms. Shift forwards, forearm plank. And just hold it long enough to feel that strength, that alignment through the core. We'll take another breath. And then let the legs come on down. Breathe in, upward puppy. Maybe shifting the arms a little further ahead. Lift through the heart into the crown of the head. Breathe out and let the right leg just float off the earth in this upward puppy position. So breathe in, lengthen into the leg. Breathe out, let it come down. Take another breath in here, both legs on the earth. And as we breathe out, left leg lifts. Feel it get long and strong. Take a breath into that. And then bring it on down. Now, come on down, bring your hands under your shoulders. Let's rise in a little cobra here. Elbows hug in, shoulders down. Now come on back on your knees. Extended child's pose. Hands out ahead of you. Draw the hips back to the heels. Breathe in and come forwards to all fours. And as we breathe out, curl your toes under and just lift the lower belly up into your body. Keeping the back nice and strong and straight. Breathe in. As you breathe out, hover the knees off the floor. And take a breath here. Feel that strong core and the line of the neck and the head in line with the spine. Take one more breath. Breathe out, lift your hips high, up and back, and set up downward dog. So for downward dog, we would bring a little bit more space between the hands and the feet. So they're a little bit further away from each other than they are in all fours. Take a breath. Long breath out. Walk the hands down the mat towards your feet. Coming onto the feet, breathe in. Hands to your shins, look ahead. Half lift. And fold on down. Soften the knees, bow the body over the legs, drop your head. A little sway here. And we begin to come up, bend the knees, and keep that sway going as you slowly uncurl with your breath. More than one breath if you like to come up. Feeling into the spaces in the spine. Then roll the shoulders back. Align the neck and head. Breathe in. Take the arms wide up to the sky. Reach. Gather it in and down the midline. Follow the hands down. Bend the knees. Drop the head. Roll on back down into that Uttanasana place. Hanging here. So again, perhaps that little sway. Easing the body deeper over the legs, the hips higher towards the sky. Now just walk on out on the hands to the hands and knees once more. Breathe in, keep the toes curled under, lift the head, lift the tailbone into cow. And as we breathe out, draw the navel into the spine again, flatten the back tabletop. Now keep the left toes curled under and lift the right leg with the knee bent as if you're pressing your foot towards your ceiling. Little pulses up and down with that leg as you keep your breath flowing. So focus on the breath. Long breath out, and you just keep that leg gently moving up and down. Keep the lower belly drawing into the body. Let's take one more breath. Keep the neck and the head in line. Don't drop your heavy head. And then straighten the leg on out. Breathe in and tap the front of the toes to the earth. And as you breathe out, lift the leg level with your hip again. So straight now. Go again, 2 more like that. Down on the inhale and raising it on the exhale. Good. And be careful. Keep the leg turned inwards, the kneecap towards the floor. Now turn the foot outwards. Breathe in as you bring the inside edge of your foot to the ground, and then breathe out, lift the leg high as your hip without twisting. 2 more. So notice if there is a twist that shows up. See if you can keep the navel towards the floor, pointing downwards. Now keep your leg up. Breathe in and bring your leg around, tapping the knee to the upper arm if you can. And breathe out, swing it around to the left, look around to it. Try it again. So you're keeping your knee and your foot level with your hip if you can. Bring it around and all the way back. Like, that's very hard, but we try our best. 1 more. And then this time, as it swings around, we step it all the way up outside the hand. Grab your 2 blocks. Now, breathe in, lift the back knee up, lift your hips up so high you might even straighten the front leg. And then breathe out, bend the front knee, lengthening through the back leg and into the crown of the head. Let's do that twice more. So we lift up. I've got my hands on blocks inside the front foot. And breathe out, 4 directions of lunge. Get long. 1 more time. Inhale, gathering, coiling up. And lengthen out. Exhale. On this inhale, step the back foot forwards, outside the block. Breathe out, sit the hips. Feet are parallel at the edge of your mat. Breathe in, open the arms wide. Now sit a little deeper. So you're leaning forwards. Lift the lower belly into the body. Keep the neck and the head in line. And take 1 more breath. Breathing out, we'll go that little bit deeper with the hips. And then take the hands around behind you, interlace your fingers against your sacrum. Lift your hips up, straightening the legs a little bit. And breathe out, bow your head. You can leave the hands there or lift them up off your back. Oh, every muscle feels that. In and around the shoulders, down the sides of the body. Take another breath. Let go. Bring the hands down to the blocks. Breathe in. We bend our knees. We just shift those blocks out of the way. And as we breathe out, downward dog. Now, forwards to plank. Breathe in. Lower on down. Breathe out. Now you choose your back bend here. I'm going locust today. Hands back by my sides, floating the legs up. Breathing out. Let's head on back. Downward dog. Breathe here. Now knees to the earth. Breathe in. Lift the head, lift the tailbone, cow pose. Breathe out. Navel into the spine. Lovely, strong, flat back. Okay, keep the right toes curled under. Lift the left leg, keeping it bent. Start to pulse it up and down like you're pushing your foot against the ceiling. Breathe in. Keep going. Breathe out. Keep the pulsation going. Now, if there's a sore on the knee, maybe a little cushion under your knee would help. 1 more full round of breath here. Don't drop your head. And then straighten the leg. Breathe in, tap the front of the foot to the earth. Breathe out, lift it only level with your hip. Lengthen into it. Let's go again. Inhale, keep the leg turning inwards, kneecap pointing towards the ground. Breathe out, level with the hip. Good, 1 more. As you exhale, you're lengthening to your head and your toes. Now turn your foot out to the left. Breathe in, tap the inside edge of the foot to the floor. Breathe out, lift it. Level with the hip. Ooh, 2 more of them. That's a good one. Now keep it up. Breathe in, bend the knee, bring the leg around high as you can on the arm, and then back around, all the way around the other way. Look around to it. 2 more like that. So we bring it around, keeping it high, and back around. Another good one. Last one like that. This next inhale is going to bring the foot all the way around, outside the hand. Get your couple of blocks here. I'm going to tuck the back toes under, got the hands on the blocks inside the foot. Lift the back knee, lift the hips up. Breathe out, bend the front knee, go longer into that lunge. Again. So we gather up, pull the hips up and back, and then bend the front knee. Keep the back leg really strong, buoyant, lifting away from the earth. One more time. Step up, inhale, wide of that front block, feet wide. Breathe out, bend the knees. Open the arms, breathe in, leaning in, that's it. Breathe out, lifting in the lower belly. Breathe in here. Might be a little pulsation upwards as we breathe in. Go deeper as you breathe out. One more time. Let the hands come around behind your sacrum, interlace your fingers. Breathe in, lift your hips, body forwards. Stay here, breathe out. Lift the hands off the back, overhead. As much of a bend in your knees as you like. Drop your head. Now let the hands go to your blocks. Bend your knees. Breathe in, look ahead. Now shift the blocks out of your way and breathe out, downward dog. Or connecting vinyasa. We go forwards into plank. Inhale. Lower. Exhale. Your back bend. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, downward dog. Take a moment here. You could come to child's pose if you prefer. Reconnect to your breath. Well done. Bring the feet together. Breathe in. Lift the right leg up. Step it through to a lunge. Exhale. Get the weight into the feet. Bring the arms back by your sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be here. Lean in. Press back into the back foot. Now rise up. Crescent pose. Hands to the sky. Breathe in. Lean in. Wave the arms. Exhale. 2 more. So feel that steady center. Strong glutes. Connection between the feet and the earth. We're leaning in and we're going to stay leaning in now and lean forwards into the front leg. Lift the back leg. Find warrior 3. Again, turning the leg inwards, kneecap pointing to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the lower belly. Step back. Breathe in. Toes to the earth, hands to the sky. Crescent pose. Now stay here. Breathe out and bring the right hand to the hip or even the back leg. Left hand in the sky. Let's reach up a little bit more. Breathe out. Take one more breath in. And as we breathe out, let the top hand come down. We're going to turn left all the way to warrior 2 on the left leg. Left leg's going to bend. Looking to the end of your mat now. Good. Breathe, arms level with the earth. You're looking over the left fingertips. Take the feet even wider. Go a little bit deeper. Good. Now breathe in. Lift the arms up to the sky. Turn yourself to the right halfway. So you're facing the side of your mat. Turn your feet halfway out. Bring the hands to prayer as you bend your knees in a really wide squat. There you go. Now breathe in. Open the arms back as if you were resting your elbows on shelves. Breathe out. Draw them back even more. Good. Goddess pose. Breathe in. Palms are facing forwards, just like your chest. One more breath. Long exhale, sit deeper, elbows back. On our inhale, lift the hands, gather them up, straighten the legs, reach up to the sky. Breathe out, turn back into a lunge, top of your mat, right foot forward. Breathe in, step back into plank. Lower down, breathe out. Your back bend, breathe in. And back, downward dog, breathe out. And take a moment. Feet together. Inhale, left leg rises. Comes through to a lunge, exhale. Inhale, arms back by your side, so you're still leaning in. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Now rise, inhale, crescent pose, hands to the sky. Good, on the ball of the back foot. Breathe out, lean in, wave the arms back. 2 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lean in. Inhale. Exhale, lean in. Our next inhale is going to take us forwards. Warrior 3. We'll find it as we exhale. Find that balance. Head in line with your spine. Keep breathing. Lower belly drawing in. One more breath. Now bending the front knee. Breathe in, lower the toes to the earth, lift the hands to the sky, crescent pose, stay here. Breathe out and let the left hand come down to the hip, back of the hip. Breathe in, reach the right hand up. And you want to bring that left hand down to the back of the right leg now. Go a little deeper. Another big breath in. Now we're heading for warrior 2. So swing that top arm down and follow it around all the way to the right. Turn your feet. Right foot out, knee bends. Breathe here. Gazing over the right fingertips. Be conscious of the back arm. Is it level with the earth? Level with your shoulder. It's not dropping. One more breath. Breathe in, draw the hands up, turn the feet to the left. Both feet turn out a little bit. Hands to prayer, bend the knees, wide squat, hands to the heart. Breathe in, draw the arms open, elbows bend, cactus shape. Breathe out, stay here. Goddess pose, breathe in, elbows back, heart opens. Breathe out deeper. One more breath. The next inhale, we gather up to the sky, straighten the legs, reach the arms. Now pivot around to the left into your lunge. Back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Rise up, inhale. And back. Downward dog, breathe here. Let's walk our feet halfway up the mat. Take them as wide as the mat, turning the feet slightly out. And now come towards the squat. As low as your hips are ready for. Use a couple of blocks under them if you like, or under your heels. Let's take one more breath. Bring the hands down. You can come to all fours or just reach around behind as you lower the hips down. We're going to meet sitting now. Straighten the legs out in front. Move halfway up so you've room to lie down. Take a breath in. Now as we breathe out, let's just hold on forwards for a moment. Drop the head, drop the shoulders. Breathe into the whole back of your body. Next, inhale. Sit up, arms ahead of you, straight out. And roll on down. Exhale. And breathe in, arms overhead. Breathe out, gather your right knee in. Take a moment just to give the leg a little hug. Now bring it across to the left, opening the right arm out to the right. Go inside, find the breath. Come back to the middle. Draw the leg in. And now the other. Begin by just bringing the left leg in, straightening the right leg long. Take a breath. Ease the left leg into the body. Left arm opens out to the side now. We'll bring the leg over to the right. Breathe into what shows up here. Now back to the center. Draw the leg in. Give it a good squeeze in there now, your knee even towards the outside of the body. Bring the other one in as well. And now hold the feet, lift up towards happy baby or rocking Baddha Konasana, keeping the feet low. Now let the feet go. Drop your feet right down to the earth with the knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Reach the arms overhead, a little stretch first. And then bend the elbows, interlace your fingers, and bring your hands under your head like a pillow. So elbows wide, hands supporting the base of your skull. Close your eyes, Baddha Konasana. Breathe into the belly. Long breath out, feel the opening and the release into that. One more breath. Now we let the knees come up, put the feet on the ground, hip width apart, drop your knees in against each other. And now bring your hands to rest on your tummy. Maybe that downward facing triangle where we join the tips of the thumbs, the tips of the index fingers. Let the breath come and go now on its own. And you could stay here. You could finish your practice simply here as you are, or extending the legs long and the arms away from your body. Rest in Shavasana, counting the breath down from 10 to 1. Mini Shavasana, micro Shavasana. If you have longer, come in and roll over to your side, gather your bolster, your cushions, your blankets. Support yourself either over the bolster like we did yesterday, or the bolster under the knees. So if you're supporting the back with the bolster, you want to sit right in front of it and put a cushion under your head, or maybe even 2 cushions. Now, as you come to settle, feel your body do just that. Settling. Feel the back of the body gradually deepen its connection with the earth. With each breath, feel that you're letting go of your body, your head, the whole back of the body. Feel this sense of deepening the connection to the earth, allowing yourself to be held. And as you drop deeper into that, feel how the front of the body becomes lighter. Notice the ease of the breath now in the front of the body. Now go in, go inside, and feel the breath from within. Notice the place where it's easy for you to connect to the breath. Nothing right or wrong here, and it might surprise you where that is. Notice it rise and fall on its own. And feel the tiny pauses in between. Feel that place of stillness in between the breaths. The inhale rises out of it. The exhale dissolves into it. Nothing you need to do to make it happen. It was always there before you even noticed it. Eventually, you might be able to feel that stillness, even as the breath rises and falls. Still there beneath the movement, beneath the thoughts, the feelings, the changing sensations. Beneath it all, there's this constant presence. Feel that stillness within you. And notice the sounds around you. And before you move or change anything, just notice the feeling in your body. Take a deeper breath in. Long breath out. Empty the back of the waist into the earth. Roll the kneecaps towards the ceiling. Hold the pelvis steady and bend one leg. Bring the foot to the bolster. Bend the other leg, foot to the bolster, and roll over to your side. Come on up to sitting when you're ready. Now, let the palms face up, a little away from you. Let the eyes close. Take a breath in. Bring the hands together as you breathe out. Bow the head. Notice how you feel. And bring to mind something you feel grateful for. Let's take a big breath in. Open the arms wide. Stretch up overhead. Gather it in. Bring it down to the third eye. The heart center. And the earth. Namaste.